10 minutes on the clock. All right, so first of all, it's 11:47, so I'm kind of cutting this close. I guess the video will be recorded, but I'm only gonna have 2 minutes to get it edited and, well, not edited, but you know, put it in the thing, export it, and then into YouTube. So it'll be a little late, but close enough. So we are day 27, May 28th. That's wild, dude, so wild. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Do you see? That's pretty sick, huh? That's super dope. So now I got an FPS4Less hoodie and I got a little FPS4Less sign in my background. That is super cool. I don't know if you saw, I was messing around with all my part boxes and it's like, whoa, crazy back there. Yeah. Let's see. Not a lot happened today at all. Obviously, we have the sign installed, right? I upped my game a little bit on editing, I have to say. You guys are probably gonna see something in the next video or two. I have been watching a ton of videos on editing, and yeah, I learned a few little tricks, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I'm kind of at a standstill. Like, I mean, you guys are pretty much caught up. So Friday, actually, I don't know how caught up you are. So Friday, we get the 5060 Ti. So today's Wednesday. So then, yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. Well, then 11 minutes is Thursday. And then Friday, I get the 5060 Ti, so we can finish the white build. Huge W right there. And then we also get the black case for Eli, and so we can do a build with Eli. So yeah, kind of stagnant for 2 days, so I figured that I should be just kind of studying on editing and stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, not much else going on, right? I was kind of figuring out different video ideas and stuff like that. I was obviously been debating on cleaning that computer. One of the things I thought about doing is, so I have a white case that I got on a deal that I just got because it was a good deal. And I was honestly thinking about putting Hillary's computer into it. So we could always just tear apart her computer and then install it into this case. And then obviously clean it up. I have some white fans. Obviously her computer isn't white. She does have white RAM though. So that's one step, right? Yeah, she has 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM that are white. I have the white case, and then we could get some white cable extensions. And then on the down low, so we obviously have the black 3070 to put in our computer, right? However, there's a white 4060 being sold on Facebook Marketplace right now for $275. Not bad. Obviously, I'm still kind of on the fence on that price because I mean, I like buy 3070s for $250, right? And 3070s are better. They're also not white. I mean, obviously, I did get one white one, but like, clearly that didn't work out, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm spilling stuff already. Hold on, gotta get a rag. Knocking this over. Good thing it's on a nice rubber mat. And easy to clean up. Alright, I was just tripping out. It looks like the thing isn't recording properly. It looks all weird, and I was leaning over and knocked my drink over. So, well, we're all good. Anyway, I think we're recording. The red light's on. It's just the little screen looks different. Anyway, hope for the best, I guess, right? I hope I'm recording. Hopefully this is recording. Yeah, I don't even know where I was. Oh, so the 4060. So there's a white 4060 for $275, which obviously 4060s aren't that great. I don't recommend people buy them. However, this is, you know, under MSRP, right? Because it's used, obviously. I was just wondering if I send the guy like a message, hey, will you take $250? I'll come get it right now type of thing. I would buy it for $250. Like, obviously, it's not as good as a 3070, but you do have AI technology in it, right? So you have the DLSS and ray tracing and stuff like that. And it's white and it looks cool, right? I don't know. So I was thinking about doing that, maybe going and picking up that and then swapping that out. If I got it for $250, swapping that out with Hillary's 3070. Just so it matches, aesthetic reason, right? Like, it doesn't perform quite as well. I don't know how much she needs that. So I don't know, that was a thought. It is kind of a downgrade, I'm not gonna lie. However, with ray tracing and DLSS, like, I was watching, you know, higher frames than the 3070, but you run the risk of, you know, issues happening. I got a kitty cat, I'm gonna let him in because he's gonna just keep hollering at me. So, one moment. Come on. Come on. We have a kitty cat hollering at us. Kitty cat hollers. Maybe I didn't wipe that up quite as well. Anyway, there's a kitty cat. He's gonna come jump at us. Kitty cat. Yeah. So, anyways, that's pretty much where I was at with that. Right? Is if I want to get a white 4060 and then I could get the 3070 off of her, I could always put that in another build. Right? She does have a pretty bad processor. So, you want me to pick you up? She does have a pretty bad processor. Newegg does have a combo deal going on with a Ryzen 5 5500, B450 motherboard, and well, they have two deals. So it's they have that, the motherboard, and a kit of 32 gig DDR4 for like 160, which is pretty good deal, right? Like, essentially, you know, $80 is what like normal prices for the processor. You know, $80 usually for a motherboard. We're talking new, right? Is usually as cheap as you're gonna get it, unless there's a deal going on. So anytime I could kind of get those for 60 bucks a piece, and the RAM is 50, right? So that would come out to 170, right? If that was like I was buying those at a normal price or a good price, 60, 60, 50. So anyways, there's that. She doesn't need the RAM though, but I could always use it for another build, obviously. Then the next deal that's on there that I saw is same thing. So it's the motherboard, processor, and then it's a Montech, like the King 65 case that comes with fans. That's pretty sick, right? And that's like 172. And the way I was looking at that is same thing, 60/60 for that, and then 60 bucks for a case is like normal price. Like when the SOM ones were like 58 bucks, right? 58.99 type of thing. So, you know, 60 bucks, right, for a case. I think that's legit, 59.99. So 60, 60, 60 for, you know, each item. That's a fucking really good deal. And that's essentially, it comes up to 170 something, right? And then obviously there's tax. So those are two good deals. And so those are some thoughts. And then if I got that, I could upgrade her motherboard, processor. We could always just leave the 3070 in there if we had a black case. You know, I don't know. These are all options. So all options, all ideas. And that's pretty much where we're at, right? I'm just kind of in limbo waiting for these parts, but I only have 2 days to wait, right? Friday, I don't know. Hopefully I get things early and then I could start doing things soon. If not, you know, Saturday is when I'm gonna have to work on it. So, no traction on my channel. It seems like if I'm just not posting, I am not getting anything. I'm at 101 subscribers. I ended up losing one from last night, right? So I went from 102 to 101. And I did get some views, obviously, but I don't know, just activity just falls off a cliff, right? So I feel like I just need to keep posting and 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 posting. So that's pretty much where we're at, right? So I'm gonna post a short every day, but I need to get another long form out so my channel keeps popping. And that's where we're at. It's 11:57 and our day is over. Talk to you guys tomorrow.